Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're getting into some source material, excerpts, called The Glorious Reflection of God, which honestly presents a pretty radical way of looking at self-worth.
It really does.
Our mission is to unpack this core idea, the claim that human value, our inherent glory, isn't just high, but it's actually framed as superior to, well, everything in nature.
Yeah, that's the kicker right there. It's a surprising starting point for sure.
It absolutely clashes with how we often think today, doesn't it? This reverence for the environment. But the source is quite direct. It says your value, your original glory, is greater than the most amazing natural wonders.
Which immediately makes you ask, based on what?
Exactly.
And the source points us straight to the beginning, to a specific moment in Genesis chapter 1. It's using that narrative to set up the whole framework, really. To make such a big claim, you need some kind of foundation.
Okay, let's break that down then. This distinction, this comparison between us and, all this stuff in nature that leaves us speechless. The text actually lists them out.
Yeah.
The heavens, the earth, the desert, the open sea, even a simple meadow, or looking up at the Milky Way. Things that feel immense.
Yeah, the heavy hitters, absolutely. The things that make you feel small.
Right.
And here's where the source makes that crucial distinction. It says, when God created all those things, the stars, the oceans, the landscapes, the verdict was simply good.
Just good.
Just good. They fulfilled their purpose.
Yeah.
But the text emphasizes that the language changes only after humanity comes onto the scene.
Oh.
Citing Genesis 1.31, it says then, after humans, the assessment becomes, it is very good.
Very good.
That little word, very, is, according to the source, the entire basis for arguing this. Cosmic superiority of humans.
Wow. Okay, so that's the core claim we really need to wrestle with here. If you follow the logic of this source, it means the inherent value, the original glory of every single person listening right now was rated higher than, say, the Grand Canyon or the entire Andromeda Galaxy. That's the scale of worth we're talking about. It's huge.
It is. It's a massive claim about inherent design.
But, the obvious question comes up, why? Why the upgrade? If the stars are just good, what makes us very good? Does the source get into the mechanics of that?
It does. It shifts right away from just creation in general to this idea of reflection. That's the key.
Reflection.
Yeah. We're presented as superior because of this unique relationship. The text uses terms like God's offspring, his child, his reflection, bearing his likeness, the imago Dei.
So not just another creature, but something specifically designed to mirror God.
Exactly. And it's interesting, the source seems to distinguish between being an offspring, which implies lineage, and being a reflection, which suggests an active design capacity to display certain qualities. That's the why behind the very good.
Okay, so we're mirrors.
Yeah.
Designed to reflect specific things. Does the source tell us what we're supposed to be reflecting? Is it specific?
Oh, very specific. It doesn't leave it vague. There's a list of attributes.
Let's hear it.
According to the source material, God is presented as kind, creative, valiant, true.
Okay. Kind, creative, valiant, true.
And also daring, beautiful, wise, and generous.
That's quite a list. Daring, beautiful, wise, generous. So these 8 qualities are the substance of that very good stamp.
That's the argument. These are the core components of our original glory. And think about what some of those mean. You've got active ones in there. Creative, valiant, daring.
Right. That suggests we're not meant to be passive.
Not at all. It implies a design for action, for, courage, for shaping things, or taking risks even.
And then attributes like wise and true, that seems to set us apart from, say, a mountain range. A mountain is majestic, but it can't be wise or generous, can it?
Exactly. The source uses these abstract moral and active qualities to explain why the human reflection is considered superior to just the physical grandeur of the cosmos. It's a different order of being.
And does the source find backup for this idea elsewhere? You mentioned Genesis, but are there other references?
Yeah, it brings in support, like from the Psalms. It points to Psalm 16.3, which talks about the saints, the holy people, as the glorious ones in whom is all my delight.
The glorious ones in whom is all my delight. That sounds very intentional.
It does, doesn't it? It reinforces this idea that the glory isn't accidental. It's the intended result, the focus. We're designed to be, delightful to the Creator because of these inherent qualities.
Okay, so this inherent glory, the source describes it as deep and mythic. What do they mean by mythic there? Not like fake, presumably.
No, not fake at all. More like archetypal, foundational. Something ancient and deeply embedded in us, like a blueprint for our true selves that maybe we've lost sight of.
Like a lost map, you said. And it also says this glory is unique. How does that work? If it's this grand cosmic thing based on these shared attributes, how is it also unique to me or to you?
Well, the analogy they use is pretty compelling. It's like your fingerprints, right? They're uniquely yours, or the specific way you laugh.
Ah,
So
okay.
even though we might all share the capacity for kindness or creativity or wisdom, the way we express it, the specific blend and flavor of those attributes in each person is utterly unique and irreplaceable. That's the individual signature on the shared design.
That makes sense. But then here's the puzzle. If we have this incredible, unique, superior glory built into us, why are we, so often insecure? Why constantly looking for validation? The
Right.
source says we've been looking for that glory ever since. What does that mean?
This is where it connects the theology to, well, everyday psychology. The source argues that our deepest longings, our insecurities, are basically symptoms of forgetting who we originally were. Like we have amnesia about our true state.
So we don't need to get glory, we need to remember it.
That's the idea. We need to recover the awareness of what's already there.
Yeah.
Our striving, our seeking. It's all framed as trying to find that lost map back to our original design.
And the source gets really specific about how this search shows up, doesn't it? It offers a very distinct, gendered analysis of these
It
longings.
does, and it's definitely one of the more provocative parts of the text that lays out these fundamental questions it believes drive men and women in their search for this lost glory.
Okay, let's look at that. For men, the source says the longing is about knowing he's truly a man, that he's capable, strong, like a warrior, brave.
hmm
And the core question boils down to, have I got what it takes?
Right. And the source basically frames the entire male psyche around this quest for capability, for validation of strength and competence, the fear of failure, of inadequacy.
Yeah.
It suggests that's just the echo of trying to reconnect with that original valiant and daring part of the design.
That's interesting. It links insecurity directly back to those specific attributes we listed earlier.
Exactly. It argues these aren't just social pressures, but deep archetypal drives stemming from the original blueprint.
Yeah.
The search for capability isn't random. It's the quest to recover those specific pieces of the lost map.
Okay. And then for women, how is her search framed?
Framed differently, the source says a woman's core longing is to know she is truly a woman, that she is captivating, that she possesses a beauty.
Captivating. Beautiful.
Yes, and the fundamental question driving her search is put as, do I have a beauty to offer?
And that connects back to the attribute beautiful from the list.
Explicitly. The source argues that the deep desire for affirmation, the longing to be seen as captivating, the fear of being overlooked or unvalued, that's the feminine aspect of the design searching for its own reflection of that original glory. It's seeking alignment with that inherent beauty.
So it's taking these really common, deep-seated insecurities, a man's fear about his capability, a woman's fear about her desirability or beauty, and it's saying these aren't just flaws.
Right. It reframes them completely.
It's saying they're actually evidence, proof of this incredible original design trying to reemerge. Our struggles point towards our value in a
Yeah.
strange way.
It's a fascinating perspective, isn't it?
Yeah.
It argues that our highest hopes, our deepest needs for validation, whether it's proving strength or seeking beauty, are all rooted in this magnificent original blueprint. The drive isn't just survival, it's recovery. Recovery of this unique, superior reflection
So the tension we feel in life.
is the gap between who the source says we truly are, in this mythic sense, and who we feel we are because of that amnesia.
Okay, so to wrap this up for you, the listener, if we take this source material seriously, even just hypothetically,
hmm
it really shifts things. The answer to feeling inadequate or unseen isn't necessarily striving harder for external success or approval.
No, the focus becomes internal. It's about recognition, maybe restoration, of a status that was supposedly established as very good right from the start, higher than the stars.
You're not building value from scratch. You're uncovering value that's already there.
That's the core message. Remembering and then learning to express the value inherent in the design.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you, maybe chew on after this. If the source has a point, if those deep longings we all feel for bravery, for capability, for beauty, for being captivating, if those aren't just needs or weaknesses,
Yeah.
but are actually echoes, powerful reflections of an original, superior, very good design,
Yeah.
then how might recognizing that change how you pursue those things in your own life?
Does finding real strength or real beauty become less about adding something new and more about excavating something ancient within yourself?
Something to think about.